This is page 92 of your math journal. We're going to call this one Solving Inequalities. Okay, to solve inequalities is just like solving equations. So I want you to write that. Solving inequalities is just like solving equations, except you graph your answers at the end. Let's say your solutions. Alright, so let's do some examples. Let's write x plus 7 is greater than or equal to 13. Okay, a little more space over here. Let's write 42 is less than 6t. And then I want you to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 lines to write the next one. Okay, let's do this one. M minus 1.6 is greater than 3. And n over 4 is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to 13. Alright, so you're going to treat them just like an equation, except for it's got this symbol instead, but it's the same idea. What you do to this side, you have to do to this side. So, since it's adding 7 to x, I'm going to minus 7 from x. That cancels it out here. I'm going to minus 7 here. And that leaves me with x on this side and 6 on this side. Now, we just take this symbol, just like we would with the equation, and we're going to keep it. So what we're saying here is to make this true, x can be any number equal to or larger than 6. So let's test some things out. If I put 7 in here, does it work? 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 is bigger than 13. If I put 20 in here, 20 plus 7 is 27. 27 is definitely bigger than 13. If I put something in here less than 6, if I put, say, 5, 5 plus 7 is 12, and 12 is not bigger than 13. So all the values that work, I'm just going to put 6 on the number line. So 6 would be here, 5, 7, 8, 9, and it continues. So close dot because of this equals part. Close dot on 6. And my arrow is going to go, because x is larger, so it's going to go larger than 6. So everything 6 and larger works. Okay, let's do that here. T is being multiplied by 6, so I'm going to divide by 6. Divide by 6 over here, and that leaves me with 7. So I have t on this side, 7 on this side. Here's my symbol. It's just going to come down. Be the same thing. To make this true, t needs to be larger than 7. So let's try it out. If I put 7 in here, I get 42, and 42 is not larger than 42. But if I put 8, 8 times 6 is 48, and 48 is larger than 42. So I'm going to find 7 on my number line. Let's put 7 right there. 8, 9, 7 on the number line, except this is going to be an open dot because there's no equals here. It's an open dot. 7 is not included because 7 doesn't work. But everything larger than 7 does work. Alright, here I'm going to add 1.6 to undo the subtraction. Add 1.6. That's going to give me 0.6 here and 4. So I'm saying that m is on this side, 4.6 on this side, and this symbol just comes down between the two of them again. So I'm saying that m has to be larger than 4.6. So let's try something larger than 4.6 and see if it works. What if I put in 5.6? 5.6 minus 1.6 would give me 4, and 4 is definitely bigger than 3. So if I want 4.6, I'm going to put 4 here, 5 here, 4.5 would be in the middle. So 4.6 be about right there. It's an open dot, and it says everything larger than 4.6 would work. Okay, on this one we have n is being divided by 4, so to undo that I'm going to times by 4. That'll cancel that out, but I have to times this by 4 as well. I get 52 on this side, and n by itself on this side. Remember, just bringing this down, so it's the same thing. Saying n has to be less than 52. So if I put 52 in here, it would work because it's equal. If I put something bigger than 52, let's do something that's easily. How about 60? 60 divided by 4 is 15, and 15 is not less than 13. So bigger definitely does not work. So I need to find 52 on my number line. Do a couple numbers bigger and smaller. And this would be a filled dot because of this equals line. It is included. Okay, if it's included, now I'm saying that n is smaller than 52. So I need to put my arrow in the direction that is smaller than 52. Okay, you can see how solving equations and solving inequalities are very similar. The only difference is how you answer it. There's not just one answer. It's all of those answers on that number line. Okay, let's talk about what if we have a story problem. It has to do with inequalities. Okay, let's write Spencer needs to have at least 15 Alex topics. This week. He has already completed 7. How many more can he get? For full credit. Okay, let's look at what we have. If he already has 7, so there's the start of the story. So he has 7. Then he's going to get more, so mathematically that would be plus. Okay, let's define a variable. Let's do T for topics. So plus t. Do you understand where I'm getting that from? So he already has 7. We're going to add more to it, and it needs to be at least 19. So at least means it could be, 15. It could be equal to 15. It could also be larger than 15. So whatever he gets here has to either be equal to 15 or greater than 15 to make this work. Alright, now we just solve. So I'm going to minus 7. Minus 7. That says that the amount of topics needs to be greater than or equal to 8. So he needs at least 8 topics. See how it is very much like writing equations, except because of the at least, it's an inequality instead of an equation.